long lemons, lay leisurely on the
I like to lick
linguistic.
leisurely lemons.
She sells peas, quails.
I am a pleasant mother pheasant plucker. I pluck mother pheasants. I am the most pleasant mother pheasant plucker to have ever plucked a mother
He did
pheasant.
it, folks. We're live, by the way.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah.
What episode is this anyway?
I am
122.
122?
122.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Cool. Hey guys, welcome. Arrowknee. This is Casey. I'm going to be DMing this game with a couple of peeps. We'll introduce them tonight. And I'll repeat this later so everyone can remember. We are going with the Wildlife is Dead hook. That is, dead animals have been found, bloody, messy, dismembered. This seems to have coincided with an earthquake that was felt recently. Something is wrong. Where is it coming from? Before we get into the game specifically, we will introduce people. What questions should we ask people? Dog always seems to need attention when I'm sitting here. Let's go with, is it Velikov? Is that how you pronounce your character?
That is correct.
Cool. Tell us a little bit about your character and introduce yourself. I'll think of a question in a second.
All right. So, hello everyone. This is Joa. I will be playing a new character by the name of Velikov, who is a Vidalcan rogue. So yeah, he will be doing roguey things, and yeah.
Oh, he's wonderful.
That's a good question. Let's just think of a bad question then.
What's with your hair? Ask him what's with his hair.
That's supposed to be tattoos, but poorly drawn. So it just looks like he's a balding 40-something-year-old that can't accept the fact he's balding or something like that.
Gotcha.
If you were a character in Arrowknee, what character would you be as a person in the real world closest to?
That really just comes down to myself talking. That's fun. Really comes down to kind of my personality. The personality I probably most embody out of the characters I've done so far would be Drogar.
No,
But
he's saying you as a person who would be your best friend in Arrowknee if you were in Arrowknee.
I thought it was if I was somebody in it.
No.
If you were someone. So you could, Joe is on the right track. You could do it that way if it was one of your characters. It doesn't have to be one of your characters, though.
I would say, yeah, I mean, just because I modeled him after me, probably Drogar.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the closest approximation at this current point in time.
Cool. Let's move up to Stavros. Introduce yourself, unless you need a second. Introduce yourself to. Oh, you're muted.
Hello, my name is Stavros Lemon Lump. I'm here to have a good time, dance around a little bit. La cucaracha. It's a pretty banging jam. I'm a half elf. I'm currently single. I am 100% unequivocally not Twinkle Sprinklestein's father. I mean, I don't know what else you want. My favorite colors are green, forest green, and lemon yellow. That's kind of our family crest. Uses those colors. And I like long walks on the marshy surface of a swamp. I'm quite partial to pappardelle. And I hope in 30 years that I will be rich and be able to be like, no, you trifling trollop, you put the wrong brandy in my glass. It'll be a hoot.
Same question to you. If Charlie was a character in Arrowknee, what character that already exists is closest to Charlie?
That, sir, is a tough question. Um, you know, I I'm gonna go with subverting the asshole tendencies. Perry. My character that ascended to godhood, if you couldn't remember.
There you go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I was muted. Cool. We'll move up to Donnie if he's ready. I see he's muted right now, but
Yeah.
Donnie, introduce your character. Tell us a little bit about him, her, they, and I don't even remember for your character. And then also let us know if Nick was a character in Arrowknee, who would that character be?
Okay. Oh, Donnie, he talks like this. He's fun, very fun, masculine man with a big donger. And he is cool druid. He's a healer. Nick would be Fort. They're the same guy.
Cool. I like it. We'll move up to Keljun. If you can introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about your character, and if Carl were to be a character that is in Arrowknee, who would Carl be? Who's closest to Carl?
All right, so I'm Carl, and I'm playing my Githzerai monk, Kaeljun, who's still trying to figure out what this whole thing is about. Seems kind of odd, but then again, he's from a monastery in the plane of Limbo, so who would I actually be? I really want to say Shitteth.
You're too nice, Carl.
Yeah,
Shitteth, pre-alcohol binge and loss of child.
maybe. I haven't seen him a whole
Doesn't have to
lot.
encompass.
But yeah,
Do you wear a sweet red leather jacket?
I don't, but I've got a sweet black leather jacket.
Close enough.
Yep. All right.
We don't have to encompass everything about a character to be most like it from it too. B, I don't know if you're there. I haven't heard you talk yet, but if you are, please introduce your character. Tell us a little bit about them, and let us know if B was a person in Arrowknee, who would the person closest to be? B. Wow, I'm trying to say B that many times.
I'm currently trying to walk to my car. I just got out of class, so I'm out of breath. So bear with me.
Do you want a
I probably
second?
sound
We can come back.
horrible. I'm like 100 feet from
Oh,
my
you're
car. Just give me like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Naya, Chris, are you available? I know you were having technical difficulties before.
I still am, so my audio quality might be a little janky for a second, but can y'all hear me okay?
You sound,
You sound
fantastic.
great.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I will be playing as Naya, tiefling barbarian. She's only really motivated by food and flirting, so it should be pretty exciting. She's just here to F things up. And if I had to pick a character that is closest to me, it would be Naya. So, the same aggression and, flirtiness, and pretty much the same thing.
Cool. B, do you want us to talk amongst ourselves for a little bit?
I'm opening my car door. Yes, talk.
You're
I
completely
believe in
fine.
you.
I'll set up the game before I intro people. So I'll go back just to remind everyone of the hook today. Wildlife is Dead is the name of it. The description reads: dead animals have been found, bloody, messy, dismembered. This seems to have coincided with an earthquake that was felt recently. Something is wrong. Where is it coming from? I'll tell you to the general direction is also southwest. And this was posted in Lucky's Tavern by an anonymous person.
The stars, they tell
We
me
can always-
something's messed up, guys.
Oh, yeah?
Have you seen them? The
I
stars?
typically don't look up.
Oh, they're there at night and in the day. You just can't see them as good.
That's neat.
True.
We'll say, if everyone's okay with it, Donnie, Stavros, Tailgen, are you okay being in Lucky's Tavern or outside?
Yeah, I'll be
Can
in
you
the
give me
tavern.
another drink, please?
Lucky's not there, but when you ask that, I don't want to do Lucky's voice right now. What is it called?
I appreciate the honesty, Casey.
Not a keg, a cup. Let's just say I was going to say whatever, but a cup rises in the air, starts filling itself out of one of the barrels. It looks like it's pouring beer, and then it brings it
Oh.
over to you.
Thank you. I will
Okay,
drink
What
I'm
is
this.
it?
ready. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, we'll circle back to you, B.
Sure, yeah. I'll just be on the freeway. Don't worry about me.
Sorry.
No.
Don't D&D
Stavros,
and
what do you
drive.
do when you
Don't tell me how to live my life.
I like to D&D and fuck shit up. And right now,
The worst part is I'm on push
fucked
to
a lot of
talk,
shit
so
up.
we'll see how this goes.
Stavros, what do you do when this thing just kind of, this cup appears next to you as it goes across the bar? It's still floating. You might be muted.
Well, if you're not going to drink it, I will. I grab the cup.
The cup resists.
Oh, come on. You free beer. I give you gold. Here, I put a gold down.
It releases.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna drink this beer, and then I'll investigate the stuff some more or whatever.
It goes to pour another beer too, and brings it back to Stavros, who seems to be standing there, not saying anything.
I'll go ahead and reach out, grab the beer, and put like a couple silver on the table.
Yep, it releases it.
I do not have much money, sir. I could hook you up, do you know
It goes to pour another beer and stands in front of Stavros again. Be right back 1 second. The dog's being annoying.
that?
I think Stavros is supposed to like actually take his own beer.
I think he's distracted in his brain, or in his regular life.
Something like
Probably. He has
Who knows?
He has children in his head that he has to deal with sometimes. We'll leave his head alone for now.
Okay,
It's for fun.
so this is what beer tastes like.
It's pretty good, yeah? They make it with wheat.
Naya, are
Tastes kinda like
you
bad bread?
Yeah.
and in Lucky's, or are you still dealing with technical difficulties?
Hear me?
Say again.
yo.
Can you hear me?
You're much quieter, but
Oh
yes.
snap! I'm tech support. Okay, I'm going to be. I'm actually going to be with my boo Melanie, Melissa, Miranda. What's her name again?
You can still call her Sarah. She won't care.
My
Sarah?
baby Sarah. Yeah, I'm actually chilling with Sarah as always, and per my usual, I'm trying to swindle things out of her, and this time, I would like a beverage, so I'm gonna be trying to convince her to slide me some coins so I can get us both some drinks, but I'm not coming back.
Stavros will begin lapping up his cup of beer like a dog, not using his hands.
You,
Oh God, this
start
is
licking it.
refreshing.
And you get like a couple licks from it, and then you feel something move in front of your mouth, and it feels like you're licking paper towel. Yeah, it
Oh
sounds like
God, I'm gonna make this so
God.
dry. It's gonna be like sandpaper.
Oh, microphone.
No, Charlie,
that. I
no.
don't think that's intentional.
Yeah, no, it's not intentional, but oof.
There we go.
This is really uncomfortable.
Just pay the bar.
Yes, gold coin here.
The gold coin continues floating. Do you release it from your hand?
Yeah.
We'll say, is Sarah, it releases the cup. Is Sarah the character from your game, Nick?
Yeah, Sarah's the Valley Girl stoner in the Underdome. Yeah.
Great. So he's sitting in Lucky's with Naya, is that correct?
No, I'm in her little shop.
Oh, okay. So you ask her for some golds, and she replies, "Oh, you can get me back later. That's just, you know what I like."
I'm so blessed to have you. And she's gonna go in again with her little signature, little chin swipe, blow a little fake kiss. She's getting
Charlie.
out of there as soon as possible.
Sarah will grab your wrists, and she looks like really serious at you. "You're gonna be here later, right?"
Of course, babe. Yes, I would be. Why wouldn't I come back to you? I love you. Of course.
I just got
And then she
cough.
again proceeds to get the hell up out of there.
Yeah, she lets you go. She just completely ignores you after that. After you say yes, you go out with, say, 10 gold. My dog just keeps on me,
Hey.
by the way. Having fun stuff with him right now. I think he's done though. So much. It's just water. He's like around. Anyway, back to game. So hopefully B is safely driving on the highway.
Definitely safe on the
you,
driveway. Although, yeah,
going, I hope 90. Would you Fast and Furiously, tell us about your character who you're playing tonight? Describe them, and then what was the question that I asked? Oh, if you were a character in Arrowknee, who would be the closest character to you?
absolutely. So let me know if my thumb slips and I stop being on push to talk. But I'm actually only going 70, which is the speed limit here, but I'm only 9 miles from my house. So let's go. I'm B. I'm playing Salem. I'm basically a Frankenstein's monster. I'm sure you can hear the sound of my jank ass car. It's fine. Salem is a bard, which is my first time playing a bard, so you'll see how clunky I am. It's fine. If B was a character in Arrowknee, I'm 100% certain that I would be young Serp, impressionable, trying to make everybody happy, just trying to do my best. If anybody remembers the Monopolis episode where we went back in time, that's
Yes.
100% my personality.
Yes.
B, are you hanging out in the tavern, or where would Salem be?
Yeah, I would probably be where the most people are. Salem likes to lean towards the party people. Wherever there's high energy, that's where I'm at.
Lucky isn't there. If you had heard, there seems to be some maybe unseen servant that is serving people at the bar.
Can I get behind the bar and start touching bottles and try and mix like a fucking, like when you were a toddler and you used to mix like all the fucking shampoos and conditioners in your shower to make like a potion? I want to do that, but with alcohol.
So you
That looks
can,
amazing.
as you get behind there, you are kind of obstructed. I don't know if you like, what's your response when you try to like move into an area and you can't really get into it? It's not really like you're getting pushed or anything. It's just like you can't physically move into it.
I have a plus 11 to acrobatics, I'm pretty sure, so I would be trying to like jump and move around this invisible force field.
Oh yeah, so that works completely. And then you kind of feel it push up against you. It feels like, hands, and then like a kind of a body, but not really descript by any means, because there's nothing in the book that tells you much more about it. Then you go to grab for bottles.
Yeah, let me just push the mute button instead of the push to talk button. Yeah, I just want to mix anything that's a bright color. So, for example, green for grannies, pink for pink drink. I'm mixing it all.
Every third bottle or so, it's just because obviously this thing can't really keep up with you. The bottle like hesitates in midair. So it's not even like a kind of thing of strength. It just doesn't budge when you go to pick up about every third one. I don't know what your response is to that.
I will move on. I'm trying to make this thing as chaotically as possible. If it doesn't move, I'm grabbing the next one. I'm going to keep moving.
Yep. So it's just about that, and then it kind of goes back, and then it'll catch up with you again. But other than that, it doesn't really do anything. Once you get done, what do you do?
Look, guys, I made fucking party punch. Let's go. Who wants to try this with me? Vibe check.
Yes.
Let's go.
I will take the trash can punch, please.
Sick. So
Naya is
whatever.
walking in at this time, and Naya is always down to pass the vibe check.
Yep, vibe check time. I'm gonna take my punch bowl mixture and like pour it into as many shot glasses as I can to dish out to as many people who wants it.
You hear from behind the bar, there is a cup that's placed on the bar, and then the change in gold and copper, silver, whatever that everyone's paid just clinks into it, and then the cup goes back to behind the bar and starts shaking.
I can do
I'll get
this
the cup.
paying.
I'll put like 5 gold on the counter for all the alcohol that I just totally dumped.
I will add an
It
additional
stops
9.
shaking.
Naya wants to see who the like toughest looking person is in the bar and try to outdrink.
I mean, I'm like 6'7" and 500 pounds.
Taller than you, but you are chunky.
I am a small
Yeah.
twink boy. That is not happening.
Naya 6'9". Ayy. I guess I'm gonna try to take on Donnie. Unless you're not up for it.
No,
Donnie.
yeah, Donnie's he's chilling.
All right.
I
How do
am-
we make this happen?
I am concerned about the stars, but we can do this drinking contest, so let's go.
Naya's gonna take the 10 gold that she got from Sarah and put it in the cup and prepare herself to go to I was gonna say Pound Town, but that's not the correct term. She's gonna
That's a different time. That's a different time of day.
That's later.
Drinks Town. Very different.
You see 2 pitchers start floating over towards you, and another cup.
Yes, let's go.
All right. Naya's gonna look over to B, what's your character's name again? I'm sorry. Salem. Naya's gonna look over to Salem, like look down at Salem, like, can you count us down?
Yeah, for sure. 2, 7.
Hey, Naya's just going to town, chugging it back, like making direct eye contact with Donnie as she's like guzzling this down.
Donnie's eyes are closed and he's chugging.
You can hear aggressive gulping sounds.
Oh yeah, we should do constitution checks at least.
Okay.
I got an 8, so not good.
Oh Lord. Let's see. It could always be worse for me. Let's see what we got here. 7.
Oh no.
No. You both die.
Well, if she was gonna go out, she would be proud of this moment. So, hey.
You were
I'll
just
take it.
drinking beer, though.
Yeah, we're chugging
You'll
beers.
take for the next. So you only drink 1 pitcher.
Yeah.
We each
next
drank
4
1 pitcher.
hours? What did you make for your
8. I got an
saving throw,
8.
though, Donnie?
She got a 7.
Oh yeah, you'll each take a -2 to ability checks and saving throws for the next 4 hours.
4 hours. Okay.
Ouch.
Yep.
Rough.
I know, right?
That is-
Watch Chris be rolling in the negatives now. Jesus.
Oh my God. Oh, actually, I have on a special shirt for you today, B. So let me know when you're able to see it. But
All right, I'm like
I
6
owned up
minutes
to my
from home.
crappy robes.
Naya, you spilled 2 more drops in the Donnie, so I'm a winner.
Naya's just gonna slam the pitcher down and stare angrily. This won't ever happen again. Just like stomp off, but she's like kind of staggering, like tripping over her boots a little bit.
Yo, but you still got a vibe check, dude.
Vibe check.
Little bit chase.
Yeah, Killjoy will pick up the beer that he set down and sniff it, take a sip, look at Donnie and Naya and put the cup back down. Be like, I don't get it.
Is for fun.
Above table, as a person who doesn't drink, this is super weird for me to play somebody who's like ready to drink all the time.
Yeah.
All right,
I know.
let's do this thing.
we should we should fix the starter's nature. The nature's bad. We should probably go fix nature.
Okay.
I'm taking my garbage shot before we go, though.
Okay.
Garbage shots.
Just before you guys hear some like banging from the back.
Oh
like
yeah, the
muffled
new
banging.
character, Casey.
Oh god, it sounds like somebody's banging back there.
Oh yeah, you're a new character. Sorry, I completely forgot what Velikov was. Yeah, you Velikov. Pause. You find yourself in a room. At least you think it is from what you can see. Looking out, small, clear panel, and you're in some sort of metal device. It just has you encased right now. So you're banging on it. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm just like, hello, help, need people. Is stuck in sludge. Probably not the first time I've been stuck in potentially radioactive sludge, but I need help. I need out.
Both
You guys
of you
can
sound
hear-
like this?
Yes.
You guys can hear help, sludge, radioactive.
Nice.
Radioactive. Don't mind if I do.
All right. I'll go
There.
walk out the back room.
Yeah, Keljun, let's do this thing. Stavros is gonna just put the camera on. He's gonna sit there and just, yeah, we're gonna take care of that door.
Or you could just fucking open it.
What do you think I meant?
What's your intent as you come up on this? What
I'm
if
just
you know
going to
what
turn the
Falcon
knob
is?
or push the door open.
Into the next room?
Yeah.
Yep. As you enter there, you can see it's open, but there's still this person who's seemingly talking. You can kind of hear about every third word coming out of this metal cylindrical tube.
I
Stavros.
wave to him, then I start looking around for like some mechanism to open it.
Stavros will go, Shazam, and he'll point at the button. It's right there, Kel.
Okay.
There's a
Yeah,
button.
there is.
Yeah.
I'll press the button.
Okay.
There's a fly has let somebody out of a tube before by landing on the butt. Yeah.
Somebody got
this
Avengers
one-
in-gamed out of a tube by an animal.
Oh, there's still a
This,
broken
this
tube
time the
sitting there
button-
too, by the way. Because
The button hits, the tube flies open, and then Velikov, you come like ejecting out of this, and you hit against the wall. Make a dex save. The wall
Wow.
across from you.
15.
Yeah, you make it. You like kind of push yourself off against the wall and do this cool kind of stumbling, and then find yourself face to face with Stavros, and right next to him, Keljun.
Oh, hello, friends.
How do
Thank
you do? I
thank
am
you for
the
getting me out of tube.
I'm the local welcoming committee. My name is Stavros Lemonlump. I'm here to show you around. You're gonna work for me.
Yeah, sure. There's a bar
okay.
out front.
Oh, a bar, you'll say. I need drink. I need drink. Yes.
Yes, that will be your
Sure.
payment. You will be my indentured servant.
It's
Do,
Sure.
do you drink beer?
beer, vodka, whatever.
What's vodka?
Here, I'll do
What
you
about
one better.
Party punch. You want party punch?
Is party
Can I get-
punch.
Can I
What
get one
part?
granny for him,
Garbage
please?
party punch.
One granny for the blue elf.
Yes, give him the grannies. That
The-
sounds funny.
The small shot glass of Granny's comes floating over. It's just floating in front of you, Velikov.
Not knowing any better, I'm gonna drink it. Thank you,
like,
friends.
you don't even feel glass when you go to touch it. You feel like this kind of sandpaper / it's not like really that rough, kind of paper towel feel all around the glass. And it's not moving.
Oh,
It's just floating.
I have to pay. Here's 10 gold for the granny shot.
No, the
And it
first shot's
releases.
always free. The
His
first
Oh,
shot's
this
always
dude's
free.
loaded.
Lucas is not here in the moment, okay?
Who is this lucky person?
He's a good guy.
New elf like you.
Yeah, he's just like you.
I
Wait,
I'm not.
no.
I'm not elf.
No, you're not. What are you?
I am Veldaken. Yeah.
He's a
I don't know why I went
Vedalaken.
German there. That was not correct, but you know.
You seem very confused on your origin, dear friend. So shoot me straight. What's your real voice? And he'll pull out a little dagger, holding it up to him.
He just kind of looks at you like this is not anything new to him.
He
My
said,
name is Velikov.
oh, that's a good name.
That's a very good
What's
name.
with Alkin?
We
They are
are
the maker of the Velikov.
sure we will go with that.
They're from a land where magic gathers.
Indeed. That is correct.
What
confused,
what is
man.
everyone's intent for the job that was doesn't even have to be assigned necessarily, but posted for this particular game? Anyone
Is there any
remarking about that?
words on it? Whose name?
There
Says
is no
anonymous.
name.
Who's gonna pay you then? It's like, what is this shit?
I think he's got a very valid point.
About this nature, I'm a druid, I have to fix it or whatever. Fuck it, I am going. If anybody's coming, I'm going.
Donnie, I would follow you into the myth of Avalon if that's what you mean.
That's what
There's
I mean.
always another hook on there if you guys are looking for payment. It looks like the hook that says Animal Farm is listed as inquiring animals. I can give you the actual description. Are willing to pay for help.
I have to fix nature.
Listen, friends, I am new here. I do not know what is going on. So I will go with whatever happens.
That's a really solid attitude to have. It'll get you far in life.
Yes, it has.
Do you speak
All right,
Minotaur?
Donnie, I'll go with you.
Thanks. It's good to have a backup.
I is gonna go wherever Donnie's going because she is not allowing herself to be like outmanned here. She has to regain her confidence.
I'll tell you this, Naya. You're holding your composure much better than Donnie is.
You see anyone who's looking at the bar right now, who's facing it, just bicycle handlebars that float from behind the bar and then smack on top of it loudly. There's a note attached to them.
Don't touch his product for sex.
You know, I think you're right, Donnie.
Once
Is
Nia
there
hears
a-
you say that, she goes to get it.
Is there a loop underneath the handlebars like a belt?
A belt?
Yeah,
Is that what you
underneath the handlebars.
As
Go
the
around the
belt?
back.
Yes.
I think you're absolutely right, Donnie.
Looks like your type of thing, Naya. Go ahead.
Absolutely my kind of thing. So she's gonna go up there and try to grab the note and read it.
Oh, it says dowsing bars. The rest of the instructions say, like that's in quotes. The rest of the instructions say, strap on, think hard about what you would like to find, and dowsing bars will lead you to what you're looking for. 1 use per day. And then at the bottom, it says, return to Lucky's Tavern.
Oh my God. You could find true love.
Naya's gonna look over at Stavros and like, just kind of like raise an eyebrow. Because she's
Or
not putting it
plutonium, you know, one or the other.
You feel like going for a ride?
You should ask it where Solar Manoris is.
You
I
got a
haven't seen
wagon?
it in a while.
No. She's gonna try to put this on him.
I
I'm
do
not
not believe this suits my frame.
I think the wearer
Hey,
has to
miraculous.
use.
If you do you let Naya actually put these on you?
Let me roll it. He's on the fence. All right, highs yes, lows no.
She purrs.
That is a no with a 6 on the die.
Ah, crap.
I feel really uncomfortable. It reminds me of middle school.
Weird.
That.
There's a
Look
little
who
bell on them
volunteered.
too, and there's tassels that come off the ends of the bars.
Tassels, you say?
Yep.
Still a
Yeah,
no.
volunteers.
Let's do it this way. I walk outside and I turn into a bull.
Yeah.
Then I just look at Naya.
Oh, Naya gets it now. Naya's gonna go over there and try to like very delicately and gently strap it on him.
No, he's setting up a metaphor. You're supposed to grab him by the horns.
Okay, she's very intoxicated. She is doing her best.
This
Well,
bull
you
is
don't
also
see that
very
every day.
intoxicated.
She is zooted right now.
Did I end up taking that shot at Granny's? Did
If
that
you want to do, you
yeah,
have
I
to make
paid
it.
for it.
What's
got a
the
17?
constitution?
Yeah, I got a 17.
I don't remember what the DC
You're
for it
you're
is. Does
very
anyone?
drunk, but
He's
not
very
passed
drunk.
out.
Yeah.
Like
Yep, so you take a
unintelligibly
-2
drunk.
for the next 4 hours as well.
Well, just like every night. Oh, yes, this is good.
Are you submitting Donnie to this?
Yes.
The handlebars trying to be strapped to you.
Yeah, that was my whole plan.
Submit to the strapping.
Before I describe what happens, Keljon, did you have anything?
Nope. I'm just gonna kind of look over at Velikov. Be like, you'll get used to it.
Oh, I am sure of it. It will happen.
I'm using Ox stats, by the way, Casey.
Yep, that's cool.
You look like a-
So as the handlebars get strapped onto you, the metal that were bars all turn to bone. They actually resemble almost completely the antlers. So I should say antler, not technically bone, that you have, except they're like protruding here and there with little tiny spikes. It's also a leather strap that is, what color is the ox? Your ox color?
Same as Donnie, like a light brown.
Light brown.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like think old cowboy, this orange yellow leather kind of look. What else would be on there? The bell turns into a little bird that's plastic,
Nice.
and it just, when you push on it, and the tassels turn into little streaming ivy leaves.
Oh, Donnie does a little spin.
Look real pretty.
Nay.
Thank you.
She's giving Stavros the stink eye right now. Like, all right. He's
Is
gonna pat
Donnie
Donnie
thinking
on the
about
back.
anything to?
Donnie's gesturing
activate
for Naya to get on top of her, or on top of him.
She's gonna stumble over and try to gracefully hop on up there, but I don't think that's gonna go well considering her intoxication level.
What's your animal handling?
Oh. 1? I can't. It's really tiny. I think it says 1.
Are you proficient in it, or
No. Don't
give me
think
a
so.
roll?
While she's doing that,
19.
Stavros is gonna pull some rations out and feed Donnie.
You make it surprisingly well. Donnie, are you eating?
Yes, I will eat. If it's not meat, Donnie will eat it.
Yeah, no, they're like granola and stuff like that. Stable rations.
Yeah. I do have a 50-foot movement speed, but I don't know if that's reduced because of a rider.
No?
No? Okay, cool. Yeah. We're good to go. Donnie starts walking. Whichever direction Naya's leading him.
I will tell you, currently, the way that I'll do mounted combat is by the book. You can choose one of two ways if we get there, Naya. I can give you the page number when we get there so you can look it up. But
Awesome.
it's either you can't even have him roll at the same time. So you guys will have different initiatives and it'll work. Yeah. Interestingly.
Nice. I'm here for it.
Yeah. You could hold action though. So we'll get to there if we need to. We might not need to fight, it's all up to you guys.
Well, depending
So
on
you
how
start going,
far
do you
away
go
it is
southwest?
too. I only have 2 hours currently, so
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, southwest.
Southwest. And what are you thinking? What's your activation for this as the directions had read? I don't even know if you read them or if was it
It was
Naya that
Naya
picked
that
these up?
read them. Yeah.
If
You're
they
supposed to
pass
think
along
about
Well,
where you want to go.
I'm focusing on the description I was given of dead animals in an earthquake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll me unless you. So you guys are going there. Does anyone have any intent before going, or while going to the southwest of the dome and traveling out into the wild, as I should say?
No, Stavros just
All good.
following along.
He's just Velikov is just observing the area. I mean, it's the first time seeing it and kind of looking around, taking in the sights.
So about half mile out of the dome, you're starting to see different animals. You see a dead bird. Seems like it was bludgeoned. This is just pretty obvious stuff because it's beaten in some way. You can see also another couple 100 feet or so, and there's blood everywhere, kind of like torn apart and such, wings, feathers for that. There's a dead deer that's just gutted out. There's just blood all over. Let me know if anyone has, feel free to message me or tell me directly, however you want to, blood, guts, gore, anything like that you'd prefer not to hear that much about.
Yo, this place looks like my high school graduation party. This is crazy.
What class were you of?
Bard, duh.
Yeah, but what school? Because I've really been looking into it. I'm thinking of multi-class, and
Hey, don't you know that Elvis guy? I'm sorry, the not Elvis guy. He runs that magic Bard school. Go there.
I do have some vouchers for free lessons.
There you go.
Speaking of the Elvis, well, there's no one named Elvis, but anyway, speaking
sorry.
of some
Name is
dude,
Tim.
no, you're fine. It's easier to say that way. Velikov, you're actually Velikov and Kiljan, you hear faint music of a lute and singing off in the distance. First, we'll go Donnie. As you're approaching, and I assume Naya's still riding Donnie. Are you doing anything in particular as you come across these animals?
I'm disgusted by it. That's about it. Just try not to look too closely, honestly. So, no investigation or anything for me.
Kale Jones gonna the first large animal, kind of come up to it and look at it and kind of check it out.
How do you want to check it out? What are you looking for?
He's looking at what injuries it's had, if it's cut or what, disemboweled by animals, or try and get an idea of that.
You can choose I'd say normally investigation or medicine. If you want to see more on the animal side, you can do survival or animal handling, but each will give you a certain side for how it's kind of described, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It also
I'll
took
go
you guys
to
about 30
13 for
minutes to
survival.
go out.
Yeah, 13 on
13 for
survival.
survival. Cool. So with a 13 for investigating these animals, you can see it doesn't really look like there's any sort of claw marks, animal marks, bite marks. The bird, it just looks like it was hit in the head, because that's the main, its beak's kind of crushed but broken off. Its head is just bashed in, and then it doesn't really have any meat on the bones. It looks like things were torn off. It's not really hard to discern a lot of this. It's not like something did this and then tried to hide. It's like it was left here, right? The deer, what would I say? It's really, you can tell a lot more from your 13 and kind of investigating that with your survival. It is not done well in terms of like the leather or the actual hide is just kind of peeled back. And then there's still bones there. Some of are broken. You can, with a 13, see that it has abrasion marks on its back hoof, like its leg, not its actual hoof.
Okay, so like something chased it and bit the leg. And...
Abrasion, like, yeah, like caught, or it was like held there, so it's definite marks that you can't really tell exactly what it is, but you can see something was holding it from its leg.
All right.
And
kind of looking.
Naya
Velikov, are
check
you
for
doing anything in
tracks.
particular for? Oh, go ahead, Naya.
All right, can Naya check for tracks? Like if she can see if there's like
Yeah.
any. Okay, perfect.
Either survival or investigation for looking for tracks around you.
I also want to do a check when she's done, if that's cool.
That's a 5.
Not for the
I'll
same thing,
ask
but a different one.
Oh, okay. If you got a 5, one question though, Velikov, are you doing anything with the sounds that you're hearing around you?
I'm gonna ask around, see if they've all heard it, and kind of let them know what exactly I'm hearing, just to make sure that I'm not going crazy or anything like that.
Is
Do we hear
anyone
it?
responding to him yet, or you can try to make an active perception at that point.
Active perception? Okay, hold on.
Yep. Speed of 15,
Perception
you hear it as
roll.
well.
Oh no, I think that's a 7.
No, you don't hear anything at all.
You're
Kind of
losing your
replace-
marbles. I don't hear baloney.
Well, this is not good.
There's something there,
Oh, okay.
but this is very weird.
So you got a 5 looking for tracks of any sort.
Yeah.
You can see that there's different animal tracks. You see some, just random tracks, but you don't really know what the hell is going on. Like, that's about the best you can tell. There are tracks there.
Guys, there are tracks. Things
Well,
walk
yeah, I
here.
mean, it looks like something held the leg. I mean, this is really weird. I mean, this
Agreed.
Salem, what were you looking to do? Roll one?
So we know that like one of them was held because we saw like abrasion marks on the leg, but we didn't quite figure out how they died. So I wanted to look at the blood because I made the comment about how this looked like my high school grad party. So I want to look at the blood and see if I can tell how they were killed that way.
Blood spatter?
Yes, please.
I'll let you, just kind of looking at that, like, criminally, kind of that sort of idea is how I'm perceiving it. Let me know if you are in another way. Either make an investigation or medicine roll.
I
What were
was
you thinking?
feeling medicine or investigation too, but I'm better at medicine, so
Yep.
I'll roll that one.
Yep.
All right,
You
that's
just don't have, like, a
17
criminology.
plus 5. Oh, yeah. So 23. Right? 22, 23, 22.
23. You're investigating both animals?
Yeah, like if you said there was a shit ton of blood, so I'm going to like a giant blood pile and trying to figure something out.
Yeah. So you can see from the bird, there isn't really good blood spatter. It definitely wasn't killed here. It just looks like there's kind of some spatter on different places. There's a large rock and then just a splat where it looks like the bird could have been hit against. Other than that, there's just droplets all around. So it looks like it was from the droplets, you can tell with that, like being held and then kind of carried in different places. For the deer itself, it looks like it was probably killed in one spot, a few, like, let's say 20 feet away, as you kind of are, cruising around the area, dragged over here. You can see this by the blood very easily. And then you can see different splatter marks from where there was definitely some sort of bashing of the deer, and really crude cutting as it just gushed out, and it was completely gutted where it sits.
I diagnosed the cause of death as blunt force trauma and also really gross, messy stabbing stuff.
Is it possible to tell if any like organs or anything are missing, like any vital body parts are missing?
Yo, I'll stick my hand in there with that medicine check. I'll do it.
Oh yeah, with the medicine, there you can. I mean, there's just ribs, and the skin or the leather of the actual deer is completely pulled back. You don't see any organs, except for the intestines.
Oh,
Yeah, like
so
all of
like
them.
heart,
They're all
lungs,
gone.
none
Yeah.
missing?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very weird indeed.
Also, they
Yes.
were kind of dragged to this spot, FYI, to everybody that I need to tell.
Clearly, they did not spontaneously invert themselves.
Oh shit, I should try that sometime. That sounds fun.
It might work better elsewhere.
Does
Yeah,
anyone
probably with the
This all
doctor
takes you
nearby.
guys about
Things around here don't
15 minutes.
survive very well like that.
Are we in the creepy forest place?
Not the creepy forest. What?
Wait, I
I'm
forgot.
looking at the map. What?
I was switching between car and house when we said where we
Yeah,
are.
We're
We're not-
southwest.
Are we? Oh, are we in the field? The Forest of Screams, or hold on, I'll pull up the map. Never mind.
No, just a little bit west of it. The Forest of Screams
Okay.
is mostly south.
Okay.
You could technically get there if you were going southwest, but it's just on the edge. You are not. You're pretty due southwest of the dome. So you could think that it's that, but you have no reason to as of yet.
Also, Salem wouldn't know what the Forest of Screams is yet. He's just following along, so it's fine.
Would
I'd say
any
you
of
could
us-
easily, especially because there's a map. You'd have
Yeah,
intel about it, but you might not know.
Okay. Okay.
Would any of us have any
Donnie, it's
knowledge?
been about 45 minutes though for you. Go ahead, Naya.
Would any of us have any knowledge about like if there's any kind of magical reason why certain animal organs would be missing? Like, do any of us have any knowledge in that arena?
You can look through Arcana or, religion, history, like any of those kinds of things. Keldron, what were you going to say?
I'll
I was
assist in
about
an
to say-
Arcana check with Naya if you want
Yeah.
advantage.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'm skilled in history
Strange.
and arcana as well.
Yeah, I can do an Arcana.
18.
We'll just have one roll
19.
for. What are you rolling for?
Let's go with
Let's-
Arcana. 19.
19. Did you take your -2?
17.
Anyone who wants to roll a religion or history,
Why
you
didn't
can.
I
I'll
roll
just say
with
this.
advantage? Damn it.
I will do history.
Yeah, you can roll history. So with a 17, though, you know that there are often, I don't want to say like they're warlock spells, but conjuration spells or necromancy spells that require blood. They're usually of humanoid, though, and actually, Casey can't think of any that require 17 is pretty good to get basically a level 5 or under for a spell. Are there any other spells that would require organs for that? Maybe like bones and stuff like that, but nothing for organs specifically.
23 on the history.
23 for history. You for history get about the same thing. You know that there are spells that require for like blood, different bones. I think if there's anything else, like there's for sure trying to conjure beasts or something, or like an animate dead, that sort of stuff. But obviously, the remains here would be what would be used. It doesn't seem to match anything historically, and you feel pretty confident that like no. I don't even want to call it like magical. Like there's no reason that someone would be using these resources to do anything particular other than maybe for food.
Yeah,
That's really
I'm
what
hearing
23
all of
leads
this.
you in the direction for.
I'm hearing all this.
Historically speaking, it doesn't seem like anybody would use any of this other than food.
Oh my
It doesn't
God.
make sense. For spells, for
Actually, it's
incantations.
possible that one guy stole it to put in another body, like he stole my fucking torso.
If you remember, he was no longer that. He got put back into think it was a shifter by the time it was done.
He wasn't the one that built his own body, okay? There was a guy who built him.
I know. I'm glad you made atonement and get into the dome again.
Don't talk about that.
Donnie, what was you were thinking about anything?
Donnie just he figured all this.
Hour 15.
He figured all this out before any of them. He knew, you don't eat intestines because they're full of shit. Something ate the rest of it, and Donnie's upset about it.
Naya's gonna like pat
Can you
Donnie
describe
on the
how?
head.
Yeah, Donnie's just like laying his head on the ground, almost like looking down, waiting for you all to move along, so we don't have to look at this anymore.
What's the group doing?
You know, Donnie, some people like shit.
I'm gonna.
Well,
I'm gonna break off a rib.
What? This was all in my head. I'm a bull.
Oh.
Helm of telepathy, son.
That's fair. That is fair. I'll give you it then.
I'm gonna break off a rib if I can and hold it up to me and see if I could fit it in me if I were to take me apart.
Could this be my
Depends on where you
torso?
break it, but yeah, I mean, you're medium size. It's a deer.
Cool. I'm gonna put it in my pocket for later.
Naya
Mhm.
wants the skull.
How are you going about taking the skull?
I'm just gonna muscle it, like stepping on the neck and yanking it off.
Okay, the tongue flops around. Give me an athletics check, and the
Hey,
eyes are just
why-
staring directly at you as you're doing
Why
it.
would I dodge the tongue though? Oh
Why would
shit!
you what?
I said, why would I dodge it?
'Cause
No,
it's aiming
you're
for your
athletics to try to
kneecaps.
pull it off. You're doing like a
Oh,
strength check.
it was an 18.
18 minus 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pulling on this thing. It breaks the flesh. You're kind of twisting it and everything, but the actual neck or the spine is still connected. You can kind of just hear it crunching and twisting as you're trying to pull and twist. And
Can I possibly use a weapon?
yeah,
She hardcore wants this skull. I'm
Just-
going to.
I'm gonna start playing a
Mm.
jaunty tune.
Donnie hates this, but he has to pay attention. Because
Is it an inspiring
It's the
tune?
final countdown.
Donnie, what are you thinking
I
as
hate
these
this, but I have to pay attention because I need to know.
handlebars are
I need to know if there's a
still
brain.
magically vibrating?
I need to know if there's a brain in the skull. That's what I'm thinking. I'm paying attention to Naya, and I'm upset about it.
What's your roll to hit, Naya?
17.
Did you use your plus a d8?
Oh, I didn't. Let's see.
Not that you need it, but go for it.
That's gonna be a 20. Wait, 17 plus 8. 25.
We won't even have your roll damage. Any sort of damage would have done this. Just making sure you didn't hit yourself or any of your friends. Yeah, you just hack away at the spine into the bone of this piece, and it releases and kind of has you fumble back a little bit, and you have a deer skull with a
Sweet.
tongue.
She's
You
gonna
know,
let out like this guttural roar and just like hang it, like hold it above her head, and then kind of realize it's probably gonna upset Donnie. And then
No,
like,
Donnie comes up to you while you're doing
Alright.
that, and he's like motioning for it, like move it down to his head. He's like doing a big nod over and over.
she's gonna like, you sure? And then like hold it down so you can see it.
I need to look in it. Is there a brain in there?
Yeah.
Okay. Donnie's looks less worried.
Hey, when you empty that out, can I wear it as a helmet?
That's what I got it for.
I think
Your horns won't fit in there.
It's for Matt. I'm gonna get someone to cut holes in it.
I know who could have done this. And he will create a minor illusion of Twinkle Sprinklestein hiding behind a cart saying basically kill your children to the goblins. I think it could have
You
been
guys
her.
don't hear anything unless the minor illusion.
Minor illusion can create sound.
It can create one or the other. So unless it's just the sound, you can do that, or you can do just the image.
I will do just the image, and then I will follow it up with the sound.
I'm an
it's in
actor.
Goblin.
If you tell me what to say, I can make it sound like her.
It's in Goblin.
Then never mind.
You guys see this image of Twinkle kind of like motioning and like cupping their hands around their mouth. And then that disappears, and a like split second later, you hear Twinkle's voice for anyone who knows Twinkle. And it is booming.
Throw your kids in the
Goblin.
fire.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Bro, that's
Who
metal.
the hell is that? I like
Who's
her.
Like a
that and
bad
why?
egg.
They are horrible. Why are they? That is not good. They need to die. That is horrible.
That's my kind of girl. Illegal?
You have problems.
Very short.
Barely.
You have problems.
Yes, I do.
Donnie starts walking towards the thing that's still pulling him along.
Let us keep moving. Yes.
What thing that's pulling you?
Oh, is it
along?
not?
Oh, you mean the handlebars?
Yeah, they're pointing me where to
It
go,
is, yeah.
right? Yeah.
If you
yeah.
if you concentrate back to it,
Uh-huh.
so you'll be led more southwest, a little bit further west, southwest. What does the group do though? As you see this ox walking off.
Follow in.
Following.
Yep.
To follow.
Okay. So at this point, it has been an hour. We'll say that it is getting to be about 5 o'clock or so in the evening. You guys are walking into the woods. What are you looking for specifically, Donnie? In your mind, what are you focused on?
The origins of an earthquake.
Origins of an earthquake. Interesting. Okay. So you can see a little bit of ways away, some smoke rising through the trees. You can't see it through the woods, but you can see a little bit of tufts of smoke, very small. The west. You're not getting drawn there, Donnie. I would say anyone can actually see this, except for Stavros, because you have a passive perception of 11. But you're actually getting drawn more south, Donnie.
I kind of stop.
His passive investigation is 17, if that helps.
If you go to look and actively look, you can easily see it too.
I stop and just look between the fire and where south is pulling me, and just kind of look at the party.
Eeny, meeny, miny, fire.
Why are you looking that way?
To the south.
Yeah.
I just kind of start walking that way and then look back at you and then kind of like nod my head up, gesturing at the thing on my back.
I think Naya was writing you, not me.
Naya's no longer writing because she went to go hack off a head.
Yeah.
Oh, are you saying get back on?
No. He's trying to communicate that this thing's telling him to go south.
I think he's
Stavros
trying to tell us to go south.
South, and we are going south.
What you guys don't know is that I'm concentrating on the origins of an earthquake and not necessarily what a dead animal. We found the dead animal, so that's the next move in Donnie's mind. So
Yep.
Let us go.
but I kind of look at the fire again and look at you guys. Like, is it closer? Do I feel like the other thing's further away?
You can't tell because you can only see it from the treetops, so it's hard to tell like how far the fire, because it could be like wafting from a certain direction.
And it's
Yeah,
a
but you
forest.
can't
It's
tell-
not like a dead forest or anything like that.
Yeah, it's just kind of normal, mostly open forest, so it isn't really too dense.
I again look at the party. Two people said, let's go south. He's waiting for a third, essentially. Like, what are we doing?
We follow.
Why is he following the earthquake?
Well, you don't know that. That's the problem.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You know
So
where
what,
to
what
go?
do we know about why you're
Oh,
leading
well,
us?
Stavros can talk to me. Stavros, talk to me.
Timmy, you fell in the well?
No, you're in my head, yes? Yeah,
You
hello.
with him,
You
what?
just know that
Oh, hello.
Hello. Yes.
Hello.
I'm heading south.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on your back and
okay,
ride
yes.
you.
Listen to me. I'm focusing on the origins of this earthquake, right? So I don't know if that's what I should focus on. Is there something else you think?
I trust your vibratory senses.
My vibratory senses. Okay, that's 3. Let's go. I head south.
Giddy up, big boy.
Salem, to your question, the thing or the reason why Donnie's leading is because some handlebars, dowsing bars, were procured at the tavern, and he put them on. The directions read that if you think about something, it will lead you in the direction of it. It has 1 use per day and is to be returned to Lucky's Tavern. But that's I don't know if you had cut that when you were getting in out of your car.
Okay. Well, I'm too dumb to figure out why we should go somewhere anyway, so I don't know why I asked.
Is anyone not following Donnie? Cool. Are you guys moving stealthily?
No.
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 Just hopping through the forest, hopping
Little bunny foo-foo.
Wizard
trail
on my
mice
back.
on the head. Yep. Got a wizard. Stavros, do you have animal handling?
Let me check the math of character
If you-
sheet. I
If you
do
don't,
not.
just make a roll to make sure you're all set on top of there.
That is a 16.
So you go about another half a mile, so you're a mile away from where the areas were. It's been an hour 45 minutes at this point. Let's say an hour and 30 minutes since you transformed, Donnie. And you're coming up, you can see a bunch of broken trees. You can see a large cement structure. You can't really tell what it is from where you are because it's just like in the forest. It's been like, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. It's kind of part of the forest in there. And you can hear some different voices. Let's see. What are my past perceptions? Again, everyone but Stavros can hear some different talking as you're, you'd say probably a few hundred feet, like 300 to 500 feet out from this area. But it's definitely big enough to see. The structure itself goes beyond the trees in height, and it spans for a few hundred feet itself.
I will turn into a minotaur.
Donnie turns back.
Are the handles still on my nape of my neck? Like what? How does that work?
They're now around your waist,
Okay.
but they still look the same. It's like you're able to, they're like a belt. So they kind of reach out and you can
I can just use them myself now.
grip on them. if
Okay,
you
yeah.
wanted to. Yeah.
Cool. I do that. So all right, I guess we'll go into this whatever ruin this thing here.
I guess so.
Well, let's go.
So,
You guys are marching up?
Yep.
Cool. We will take a quick break at this point. When we come back, we'll be able to see what the hell's going on.
And so next to the structure, is there any lakes?
Lakes?
Yeah.
always lakes.
There's got to be a small one at
No,
least, right?
why?
There's one off to the side at least, right?
There better be.
Are you looking for something because of your character?
No, it's all good. There's a lake. Don't worry about it, guys. We'll be back.